Yeah.
Yeah, all right. There we go.
We can do this.
We can coordinate.
We can coordinate. This is our first like
This is our
Skype
first Skype recording session. Yeah.
recording session. Yeah. So hold on, I gotta burp. Oh wait, that burp almost turned to vomit.
Oh my god, I was about to say if I was to have burped right now, I probably would have vomited.
Oh my god, I was like, I gotta burp. Oh shit, that's gonna come out as something else. Hold it back. Oh shit. So so as I was saying, oh yeah, hi, welcome to Cheers from the Grave. This is Erica.
And this is Stephanie.
Yay!
And we haven't been together in quite some time, so yay, we're back at it.
Yay! Again, I just want to thank everybody for their patience with us. I had to go to Connecticut for a family emergency because my dad, unfortunately, he was diagnosed with glioblastoma. So that was not fun at all.
Yeah.
But thank you, Stephanie, for holding down the fort.
Of course. And I even found us another co-host.
Yes. Nicole. Nicole's going to be joining us soon, so that's going to be exciting. I can't wait for her to join us.
Cryptid Corners with Nicole.
Yes. Oh my God, that's going to be the name of the second segment now, Cryptid Corners.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my God, I love it. Perfect. Trademark that.
Hashtag TM.
Hashtag TM.
But yes.
Anyway, so yeah. So as I was saying before, I was like, oh my God, we need to hit record. So, you know, the whole Area 51 shit that's happening.
Yeah.
I was driving into work today and I just see this like thing in the sky and it's kind of like the silver, like up in the sky. And I'm like, is that an airplane or is that just like, is that something else? And I'm sitting there, I'm like, it's
aliens.
It's not really flying. Well, I don't say flying, but it wasn't really moving. It was kind of stationary.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's shiny and reflective, and it's not really flying in a straight line. It wasn't really doing anything.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of like kept my eye on it. And then like I remember I looked down I looked obviously like to look at the road.
Yeah.
And I looked back up and it was there for a solid maybe like 5 minutes.
Oh dang.
And then like and then I obviously looked down on the road. And so like when I looked down to obviously drive and watch where I'm going, I just glanced back up and it was gone. And I'm like
Balloon Boy Part 2.
Right? Oh my God.
Oh,
yo,
aliens.
I was just like, was that? And you know what's even funnier is I was listening to was I listening? Yeah, I was listening to And That's Why We Drink, and they were talking about aliens. And I'm just like, wow.
Sorry.
Coincidence? No, you're good.
Oh.
You okay there?
Yeah, it's like my throat just got really, like my mouth got really dry all of a sudden. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah. I'm not gonna die. I promise.
Please don't. I kind of need you to do this.
I know.
I need you. I can't do this alone.
I know. Everybody at work is getting sick, so I feel like it's slowly becoming my turn. And I'm just like, I don't want it. No.
That's the worst.
I know.
And I used to work in a close office setting. When one person got sick, we're like, fuck, it begins.
Because everybody would get sick, yeah. There's like no air movement at all in my office, and it's just ridiculous.
Oh no. And then it's when everybody like breaks out the Lysol wipes and starts like
you have no idea
down constantly.
I have a can of Lysol that I spray everything. And
oh my God.
I'm gonna get yelled at for spraying it, but I'm like, I'm not getting sick. I refuse.
I am not. Oh my God. It's like that Peter Griffin and freaking Family Guy. I cannot get sick. I cannot get sick.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
But like, it's true because I work, 8-hour shifts every day, 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly running around and having to actually do stuff. I can't afford to get sick.
Yeah, no, I can't afford that either.
Yeah.
Man. I can't wait until I hit 10 years at Universal because I'll have 160 hours of vacation.
Oh,
and
I'm so jealous.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I put my time in.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe it's gonna be 10 years soon. A couple more months. But anyway. So let's get to what we're actually gonna be talking about.
Let's
Ghosts.
Talk spooky shit!
Demons, ghosts, demons, possession, demons, ghosts, demons. I'm gonna exorcise you.
Let's talk about some spooky shit. So, because we were like, oh shit, it's been a hot minute, and
we kind of need to record something.
We were like, oh shit, we need to record something. What are we gonna do? Oh my god, what are we gonna do? Oh shit. And I was researching stuff at work, but the stuff that I was researching, I want to have for like an actual like when we're both together type of thing, and like when we actually, and I also need more time to research it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't do that. I can't do this one. So we're just like, cool, let's just look up some creepy Reddit stories.
Yes, because my life has been revolving around Reddit creepy shit lately. So
right,
I was like,
oh
all
my
right,
god,
we're doing this.
We're doing this. I'm gonna
fuck it. We're doing it live.
Fuck it. We're doing it live. Oh my god, this could be our thing. Hold on. I know you can't see me. Give me a second. Oh god, I'm gonna. Ugh.
We are both comfortably in our beds wearing PJs. Everybody should know
best.
that.
I got my Mario PJ pants on, and I am excited about it. Okay.
For legal purposes, I'm going to say that I have pants on.
I mean, it's not like you're doing a video. I mean, they're not seeing you, so you could technically be buck-ass naked and no one would know. Only if you actually told them. Oh my god. Maybe we are buck-ass naked. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe we're just making shit. Maybe we're not even recording right now.
Maybe
Aliens.
we're not. Oh my god. Jesus. Let the conspiracy theories begin.
Yes. Oh, that is my thing. I do love a good
that is
conspiracy.
your thing. I cannot. So that's another thing I can't wait for is I cannot wait until we can get like Nicole on like full time and we can actually start like molding our segments how we want them to be like and actually come up with like a cool format and maybe like actually iron out what we are as a podcast.
I'm so excited.
And maybe more people will listen to us. Yo, I totally got somebody to start listening to us today. So there was this girl that came into my office because, you know, I work at Universal and I work somewhere that I'm not going to sit here and go into major detail because I don't want people to, you know, completely track me down. But I can tell you this, you can't, if you don't work at Universal, you technically cannot find me because then you'd be arrested for trespassing. Anywho, because I am back at house. But anyway, I work back at house, and there was a woman that came to my office because she needed something from an order, and while she was waiting for it, I was like, "Hey, random question, do you like creepy things?" And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Ghost stories and stuff." And she's like, "Yeah, I love them." And I was like, "Do you listen to podcasts?" And she's like, "Yeah, I have a few that I listen to." And I was like, "So, like, what kind?" And she's like, "Oh, paranormal and true crime and blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "I have just the podcast for you." And I whipped out our business card. And I was like, "You should give us a listen."
Me all the time at work when people are like, man, there's really, like, especially where I am, you can actually listen to, like, music or podcasts or movies and stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of times they're like, man, I've already gone through, like, all the books I wanted to listen to, all this stuff. And I was like, hey, you know what you should listen to? My voice even more.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you are not sick of hearing me already, then here you go.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, it's exciting. So I hope we need more listeners. And I feel like that 2-week hiatus that we took kind of took a dent in our numbers.
It really did.
But it's okay. We do have loyal listeners and we are forever grateful.
And we have new Patreons. And so like, woo, we got awesome people.
Yeah. We got awesome people, so we're excited.
Yes.
On to new things. We're only gonna get better from here.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Exactly. Cool. So should we get started?
Yeah. Sorry.
Cool.
I just sounded like that kid from the Vine. That's like, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get started.
Yeah. But
Oh my
yeah,
God.
so do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first? I don't know.
You want to go first?
Sure.
You can go first.
I have the mimic.
Yes. Do it.
So, all right, we are going to talk about ghost stories from Reddit. This one,
And then we're gonna tack on your stories.
huh?
Oh God! I said, "Oh crap!" I totally.
Well, first
interrupted.
now, hold on. Let's redo that. First,
Let's
we're going to
redo.
talk about ghost stories on Reddit.
And then we're gonna talk about your stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Jazz hands that you can't see.
We just jazzed hands to each other. That just sounded.
Jazz hands each other.
That sounds horrible. Oh God.
Bow chicka pow.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
Bow chicka pow pow.
So
Oh
this
my
story
God.
is called The Mimic, and it was posted by Titterbell.
Oh my God, I love it already.
She states that she's previously posted about her grandfather's property and how it's haunted. But here's the story of a strange encounter that she had on the very haunted property that he lived on previously. So
Okay.
at the age of 16, I was responsible for getting my 6-year-old sorry. Oh my gosh, I already messed that up. At 16, I was responsible for getting my 7-year-old sister on the bus for school. I always had to get her dressed, fed, and do her hair up in a ponytail. And one morning I was sick, but I got her up as usual and got her off to school. I was super nauseous and laid on the couch with a trash can next to me, and the TV was playing some cartoon on Disney, and I had my arm covering my eyes as I laid there. I was dozing off, and I heard my sister come into the living room and say, "Sissy, will you tie my hair up?" Not really thinking, my eyes still covered, I held my hand out waiting for her to place her hair tie in my palm. The thing must have realized it couldn't give me what I was asking for, and right at the same time, I realized that I had already gotten my sister on the bus. This thing was standing next to me and wasn't my sister at all.
No fucking thank you.
Ooh.
I would have punted that thing across the room.
Oh, I know.
No.
She stated,
No.
as I sat up, spooked as all hell, the damn thing ran off, and I could hear its footsteps running through the kitchen and down the hallway.
The fuck?
I didn't see anything, no apparition, just sounds. I walked to my grandmother's house about a block away, and shortly after, I moved in with her because she couldn't deal with it.
Well, yeah, no shit. I wouldn't be able to deal with that shit either.
She said weird things like that happened all the time on that property, but I didn't expect anything to follow me to my grandmother's house.
No.
2 weeks after I'd moved in, I was in my room with the door cracked open. I was home alone and it was late. My brother, who was 15 at the time, was always at the neighbor's house and would stop in to shower, eat, and sleep. One day I heard him come in, go into his room, and fiddle around. I could hear him talking like he was on the phone with someone, and I called for him and he didn't respond, so I assumed he was pranking me. I got up and left my room and went to his bedroom door across the hall. It was closed and locked.
Huh. Dun dun dun.
I stuck my thumbnail into the keyhole and popped it open, planning to scare him, but when I opened the door, his lights were all off.
Hold up. Her thumbnail was long enough to pop the freaking lock.
Well, you know how some people have really old houses? Like, I used to be able to do it in my parents' house as well by, like, hitting, like, a certain area and it would just pop the door open. Like, you couldn't actually lock anything in the house.
But her fingernail was long enough to pop the, like,
maybe
I know that
she's the
sometimes you
mimic.
gotta get in there.
Ooh.
Okay, sorry, continue.
So she said that when she opened the door, his lights were all off and his room was dark and empty. I flipped the light on and started to investigate. And I opened his closet, looked under his desk, and assumed he went out the window and was going to come back in and scare me. When I checked the window, it was bolted down. Something my grandmother had done to keep him from sneaking out, I guess. I was perplexed and then spooked. I left his room to go check the rest of the house, and as I was walking down the hallway and into the living room, I heard someone running hard behind me, and as I turned around, nothing ran right through me. It felt like something had gone right through me and took my breath away. I fell to the floor, feeling like I got socked in the gut. And when I came to, I ran next door to find my brother passed out on the couch with his friends.
Yo. That's fucked up.
Oof.
Was that it?
Yeah, that was...
That's it?
I know, I want more.
What? I want
Give
more.
me more.
Oh my gosh.
Tell me more. Sorry.
Tell me more.
So I'm going to see if I can find more stories of mimics.
Yeah, dude, that's amazing. All right, I got one.
Okay, yeah, tell me.
This one is called Spadina Street. It's posted by Quirky Murder Subject.
Okay.
Yep. So Quirky Murder Subject says, about 15 years ago, I lived in a house with my mother, about 24 or 25, and a little sister, 1 or 2. I was around 5 or 6 at the time, so I don't remember a lot about what happened beyond what my mom has told me, but I do have a vivid and traumatizing memory of some specific instances. First, I'll talk about the stories I've been told about my mom and her friends' experiences, and then I'll get to mine. My mom raised my sister and I alone, but she noticed that often things were being moved or touched that were unexplainable. The top cupboards would often open when no one was in the room. Mom said it happened 3 or 4 times a week, and she knew it wasn't my sister and I because we were so little that we definitely couldn't reach it. Yo, kids can climb.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that right now.
Yeah,
Kids can climb.
we can.
After a few instances, she started doing random things after closing them, like doing a little dance or something to that effect, so that she could be sure that she was actually closing them and wasn't just being absent-minded or getting overtired. Okay, I mean, I guess that makes sense. The thought was that she'd remember doing whatever weird thing she did, even if she didn't remember closing the cupboard specifically.
Okay.
Still, the cabinets would open when she left the room. My mom worked a lot, being a single mother, so we'd often have babysitters overnight. They worked in pairs because my mom thought having 2 people there was safer than having 1.
Yeah.
The babysitters reported that almost every night around 10:05, the door would unlock, swing open, close and lock again, almost as if someone was entering or leaving the house.
Oh, hell no.
Fuck that. I would deadbolt the shit out of that door.
Sage.
Get some sage.
Oh, my God.
Girl, burn that sage.
Oh.
Yo, no. And I put chains on that door too. You know,
Yeah.
little hotel chains?
Oh, yeah.
No, I would latch chain that shit.
Oh, no.
My mom said this happened while she was home as well, but whatever was doing it didn't give off a negative energy. In fact, it felt protective and safe. So our family sort of adopted the ghost in a way. My mom named him Jake, and he was just always there, looking out for us. She felt safer with him there, I think. Okay, then. Sometimes personal belongings would disappear. Often it was our house keys that would be gone, and my mom would be left scrambling before work. She would yell to Jake. She'd tell him if someone took her house keys, She'd tell him if someone took her house keys, he should put them on the TV. Then she'd go off and do something else. Lo and behold, 10 minutes later, when she resumed her search, the keys would be on the TV.
Wow.
Yo, I've had, when I was younger, like in high school or something like that, back when we had like house phones,
Yeah.
because house phones aren't really a thing anymore.
Yeah.
So we had a cordless phone, and I had it in my room, and I had it on top of my dresser, and whatever was haunting me in that house at the time made the phone disappear somehow. Like I couldn't find it. And then like 20 minutes later, it was back on the dresser.
Oof.
And I was like, yeah, no, this shit, ghosts do this shit. They'll sit there and they'll just take things and then just randomly put it somewhere else because they're like, ha ha ha, I'm going to fuck with you. So, yeah, I've had that shit happen to me.
Oof.
Yeah. Let's see.
See, I always thought I was just forgetful and just constantly like, "Oh, I don't know where the hell I put anything anymore. Could just be ghosts or nargles.
You know what? Let's just blame it on the ghosts and the nargles. Let's just do that.
Yes.
That way, because it's better than thinking we're going insane. I mean, we already are insane. But I'd like to, lessen the blow of the insanity, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Oh.
All right. So there was one instance where everyone was sitting on the couches in the living room. And my little sister was in her car seat in the middle of the floor. No one was remotely near her, definitely not close enough to touch her. But when she started to fuss, the car seat began to rock back and forth very gently as if to calm her down. No one could explain it. Oh, that's actually kind of sweet.
Aw.
And kind of creepy, but sweet.
Good ghost, Jake.
Yeah. We also had a friend who was blind, about 16 or 17 one day. He went down to the basement because he heard, like, muffled talking down there. He assumed I was playing down there, but that was the only place in the house that was off limits. The talking turned into giggling, and he felt two figures brush against his sides as they ran past him. I was upstairs with one of my babysitters, and so he was so freaked out he didn't come back over for weeks.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. All right, so here's where we get to my part of the story. So again, this is still her.
Okay.
Oh, this strap in, girl. All right.
Buckled up.
So after moving into the house, I started seeing these tiny shadow figures. They were small, dark balls with tails and ears. Pokemon? Did you see Pokemon?
Pika.
Pikachu. They were small, dark balls with tails and ears. Okay. They didn't so much walk as they did slink. What? God, even thinking about them now freaks me out so much. At first they wanted to be my friend. I think, with the new baby, I was feeling lonely, so I was really wanting a new friend. There were 5 or 6 of them, from what I remember, but only one spoke. Their voice was soft, kind of like half whisper, half hiss. I remember them so clearly. Fuck. After a while, they started encouraging me to do naughty things. Some of them harmless, like creating an egg soup on my kitchen floor. Okay. But some of them were a bit more dangerous, like playing with the pills in my mom's medicine cabinet.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, no. I told my mom about them and she told me that I should ignore them because they were being bad influences. I think she thought I was just acting out because I was upset about the attention my sister was getting and that I had some imaginary friends that I was using to cope. But ignoring them made them mad, as it sometimes does.
Oof.
That was my part. As it sometimes does. It does.
Yes.
I don't remember the next bit, but apparently one night my babysitters overheard me arguing with the shadow cats late at night. Oh, if they were cats, I would have been best friends with them. I want shadow kitties.
Oh. Are they like the Siamese cats from Lady and the Tramp?
Oh my God. We are Siamese, if you please. Oh my goodness. So one night, babysitters overheard me arguing with the shadow cats late at night when I should have been sleeping. I was saying things like, no, I can't. And she told me you aren't my friend. I shouldn't be talking to you, and I'm not allowed. Stop it. The babysitters were freaked out, but turned on the light and asked me who I was speaking to. I turned to them, looked at them with a terrified look on my face, and whispered, the shadow cats. And started to convulse. I had my first seizure that night. Whoa. I'm now 21 and have had a few more since, so I'm going to chalk the seizures up to coincidence rather than anything supernatural. It scared the shit out of my babysitters.
Nah, bitch, you haunted.
Yo, no. Yo.
Oh my God, no.
Nope. We ended up moving sometime after my 6th birthday because my mom was getting married. We left the shadow cats and the basement children behind, but Jake followed us. He was only there for a few months before he got fed up. Mom says Jake didn't seem to like her new husband. During one of my mom and her husband's arguments fairly early into the marriage, a plate was thrown across the room at her husband's head. We never felt Jake's presence again. Oh,
Oh,
poor Jake.
poor Jake from
I've gone
State
back.
Farm.
I.
Sorry.
What are you wearing? Khakis. I
Khakis.
bet he's wearing khakis.
Oh, no.
I have questions. Does Jake wear khakis?
Oh, God.
Oh my God. I've gone back to my hometown a few times in recent years and found out the house we used to live in has had a lot of tenants, none of which stayed longer than a year or a year and a half. It's now on the town's official ghost tour. Oh shit.
Oh, wow.
The other things tenants have experienced match our experiences to a T. Absolutely fucking crazy. And that is it.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you for that
That is-
lovely, spooky fucking story with shadow cats.
Wow. Quirky murder subject. That was amazing.
Yes.
Jesus.
Ooh. Well,
That.
ooh,
I
I want a shadow
I don't
cat.
know what to.
I don't know what it
I
is,
want a
but
shadow
I want...
cat too, but I don't want a shadow cat to sit here and tell me to, play with pills and shit. I already have enough of my pills. I don't need to play with them more.
My shadow cat, can you stop taking pills, please?
My shadow cat would be like, "Did you take your meds?" Yes. Good.
What did it cost you? Everything.
Everything.
Sorry.
Oh my god. No, you're good.
So I have another mimic. It's
Yes.
was posted by r/m. And the title of it is called "That Was Not My Brother." So I am not sure whether it is a boy or girl. So let me try and figure that out first.
Well, it could just be a them.
They,
or
them.
They.
They, them. Okay.
It can be they, them.
So it starts off by saying, when I was 6 to the age of 11, I lived in a very active house in a very active neighborhood. Almost all of my friends' houses were haunted also, but mine was one of the worst. It wasn't the whole house, however, it was just part of it. So let me give you some background. The house was pretty new, about 5 years old when we moved in. It had a bad history, though. A lot of people lived in it and then got evicted soon after. I don't know about anyone dying in the house, but there was obvious negative energy looming in it. The house was built so that the master was on one side of the house and the other 2 rooms were across the fairly large house. Me and my older brother's rooms were right next to each other, off the same hallway as was the bathroom. That is the part of the house that had all of the bad energy. Everyone in my family admitted to feeling creeped out in that hallway and the bathroom, so much so that we all showered and used my parents' bathroom.
Oh, jeez.
I feel that because that's also kind of like the house that I grew up in. Like, it was the section of the house where we all stayed on that had energy happening, but I think it was the opposite, whereas the master was the more heavy energied room, and none of us ever wanted to use that bathroom.
That was the same as like the office in my parents' house, because the office is where I had a lot of the activity and stuff like that. And I had stuff in my room too, but the office was where it was really like focused.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Which reminds me, quick like side story note. So when I was home in Connecticut, we were coming back from the hospital, and we stopped to have dinner. It was me, my sister, Kyle, and Emma. And so we got home. And when we got home, we walked into the house, and my mom's Harry Potter wand was gently placed on the floor, like next to the door, like right in the door frame area. So it's like there's like wood floor, then there's a little lip to where the carpet starts. It was like literally like right there.
Yeah.
And it was it was like placed there.
Oof.
And it belonged on the shelf that was right next to the door. And so I was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? And it's on the Instagram, so you can definitely check out our Instagram and find the video. But I put it back on the bookshelf and I like jumped around and everything to see if it would just roll off because of vibration. Nope. Nope. I literally screamed I literally like not really screamed, but I basically shouted like into the house. I was like, John, I swear to God, now is not the time to fuck with me. You need to stop.
Yeah.
And he stopped.
Which is
But,
good.
Yeah.
Especially
But
during
anyway,
that
I'm
time.
sorry. Yeah, right?
Ooh.
Oh my God. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry.
Nope,
Keep
you're
going.
fine. My room also, sorry, continuing with the story, he says, or
Yes.
they say, my room also felt incriminating, but only at night or when you were alone. Another important fact is that my parents had a bed with a big metal frame and a long bed pole on either corner of the bed. Okay, so now to the story.
Okay.
So when I was 7, I was terrified of the dark. I think I had nightmares or some kind of sleep paralysis, but it was so long ago that I don't remember. I would always have either my mom sleep in my room or me in hers. And one night she went to sleep in my bed but left after I fell asleep so she could get some rest too. I woke up from a bad dream at maybe about 3 a.m. and walked across the house to get to her room. I walked through the door and saw the first bed pole was there like normal, but right in front of the other one was my brother. He was wearing his PJs and his glasses, which was weird in itself because if he had gotten up to use the bathroom or something, he wouldn't have put them on. He never did. Anyway, he stood there blankly, staring, not at me, but just past me. I didn't really think about it at the time. I just said, "Oh, hey, blank, you're here too." I had just assumed that he had also had a bad dream. Then I walked past him into the bed and climbed in, and it took me almost like 20 seconds. But when I turned back to him, he was gone. But once again, I didn't really dwell on it and went to sleep. When I woke up, I remembered the
That's
silent
creepy.
encounter and asked my brother why he went in there, and he told me that he hadn't. He never went in their room, and my brother wasn't a sleepwalker. That
Oh,
was
Lord.
not my brother.
Ah!
Ooh, that's terrifying.
No. No, thank
Yeah.
you.
And
No.
that's another small snippet story. I can't talk either. Blah. But yeah, that's terrifying. Like, ugh. Exactly.
Okay, so I got another one.
Okay.
All right. So this one is called Beer Ghost Refrigerator Guy.
This sounds like it's going to be the best story of my life.
Yo, I saw Beer Ghost Refrigerator Guy. I'm like, I need to read this. So, this is from One Spooky Gal.
All right.
So, One Spooky Gal says, this is a true story that happened to me around 2012 near Dallas, Texas. When I moved in, my ex had a refrigerator in his kitchen that he had inherited, quote unquote, from his ex-wife's deceased father. The fridge was pretty old, but it worked fine, so we kept it when she left it behind as they divorced. Now, the thing almost always had beer in it on the bottom shelf, but when I sold my condo, we brought my old fridge and put it in the garage and moved all the cold drinks out there. This is a couple years into our relationship, and I had moved in and sold my place, a mistake for a different story. So we had moved all of that stuff on Saturday, and that night we were both awakened at about 3 a.m. to some kind of rustling sounds in the kitchen. His home had a great room, so if you opened his bedroom door and looked straight out, you could see the entire living room and kitchen area. So we're both like, do you hear that? It seriously sounded like someone rummaging in the fridge and making sandwiches. We both got up and sneaked to the door, and he ripped open the door. We looked out at nothing. No sounds, no one.
Ooh.
This went on for about 3 weeks. Every night, one or both of us would hear rummaging and sandwich making. You could hear the individual sounds like bread wrappers and cheese packages. Yo, that's like one hungry ghost.
Yo, I'm saying this is me if I ever died and haunted anything. It's me. I would haunt my fridge.
This ghost is like, I need midnight snacks. It's 3 a.m. and I need my 3 a.m. snack.
With my ham and cheese
Come on.
sandwich, y'all.
Yeah, I need my... Who doesn't?
It's me.
So, the fourth week...
I
Huh?
said, sorry, one spooky gal. It's me, actually.
So the fourth week just happened to be the full moon week. I don't know if that had made any difference or not, but I noticed those things. In any case, I had a dream. I dreamt that I heard the noise and got up, went to the door, and looked out and saw a smallish older man, about 5'5", light brown, shoulder-length hair, mustache, and glasses, digging in our fridge and making sandwiches. In the dream, I approached the kitchen from the opposite side of the room he was on, and he paid me no mind as if I wasn't even there. I asked him, "What are you doing in our kitchen, digging through our fridge?" He deposited some more things on the island counter, turned back to the fridge, and opened it. Digging around in the bottom where we used to keep the beer, he grumbled, "Where's my fucking beer?" Like we intentionally robbed him of some cold brews. Then suddenly the dream ended.
Oh, Saturdays are for the boys. Sorry.
Oh my God. I awoke and sat straight up in bed, which of course startled my ex, who'd been sleeping soundly. It was exactly 3 a.m., and he wanted to know what the matter was. I told him the dream I had said, and he said that sounds exactly like her dad, who was deceased. We shook our heads and went back to sleep. And later that morning, my ex was saying we needed to get rid of that creepy old fridge. I spoke up and told him I thought the haunting would stop if we just put a couple of the beers no one wanted in the bottom where they used to be. He looked at me like I had lost my mind. But we did it, and the noises stopped, and the dream never happened again. So I dubbed the whole experience the beer goes refrigerator guy incident.
That is perfect.
That is the best.
Oh,
That is the best. Where's my fucking beer?
it's me.
Yeah.
It would
Yo.
be me with wine, though. Where's my fucking wine?
It would be me and my ice cream. Because I'd be like, where's my fucking ice cream? Yo, that happens so I would buy ice cream in this house. It just goes. I'm like, where's my fucking ice cream? I bought that shit.
Yo,
I want my ice
feel
cream
that.
back.
I feel that on a personal level, and I have lactose intolerant, so I definitely should not be eating ice cream. But I always want to
No,
know
but
why
it's
people are eating
so
my ice cream.
Stop eating my ice cream. They have Ben and Jerry's has lactose-free ice cream. You know
Yeah,
that?
but they have like peanut butter flavors, and I can't eat peanut butter, so
Oh,
like,
yeah, right. Oh, that's stupid.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
Food allergies are stupid.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
All right.
All right, so listener emails.
Yes, let me
Do
open.
you want to do that?
Yeah, all right.
Spooky stories from our listeners.
stories. Spooky story time. Spooky story time.
Spooky story time.
Spooky story time.
What the?
So-
I
Kyle's
like,
gonna make that into something now, right? Oh no.
I think I'm going to be the one editing this.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, by the way, so I'm going to apologize for last week's episode because I literally, I edited, half of it, and I was just like, it's good. And I just let it go.
Oh no.
I was like, whatever.
Oh
They'll listen to everything. It's okay. We're human.
My life is fuck. I just fucked it up. All right, let's do it again. Fuck. All right.
Yeah. I was tired. I was like,
I don't blame you. I do not blame you.
Good. We're good.
Okay.
Oh my God. Going to hell.
All right.
Anyway.
So, listener stories. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to read first?
Yeah, because you just went with your last story. So,
Yeah. Yes.
no worries. All right. So, going with our listener stories, this one is from Deanne.
Deanne. Yeah.
Deanne.
Deanne.
Woo.
Yeah.
I love
She's my
Deanne.
coworker. She's awesome.
Yeah. You're awesome. You're awesome for sending us stuff in too. So yay.
Yes.
She says, "Hello, ladies. I would like to share a spooky
Hello.
story with you. I hope you enjoy it. When I was a young girl, we lived in an old 2-story house in Lockhart, Florida. This place was fantastic. Aged wooden floors, secret rooms. This big, rambling house was perfect for a child with a big imagination to roam and play. I loved living there."
Yo, I want a secret room.
I know, me too.
Oh my god.
Like, that's all I
want
want
a
in
secret
life
room.
is just like hidden rooms.
I am going to build a house and I'm going to have so many secret rooms.
It's
going to be like the Winchester house.
It's just going to be secret rooms.
It's all going to be secret rooms. Trying to get in my house is like, it would be like trying to like get out of one of those
maze?
escape rooms or something like that.
Yes.
All right, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Continue.
She says, "At night, my brothers and I would hear the sounds of footsteps going up and down the creaky old stairs. I actually got out of bed once to holler at my brothers to go to bed and stop running up and down the stairs, only to find them sound asleep in their rooms.
Mm-mm.
When we told our parents about it, they always said it was just the house settling in the way old houses do. These steps were more than just the occasional creak and groan of old wood. They were clomping, heavy-footed sounds, and they were pretty consistent all night. That's a lot of settling."
Yeah, no. Settling doesn't sound like actual shoes going up and down the stairs.
No,
So
no, it does
those
not.
parents probably knew what was happening and they were just trying to like,
Calm down. It's nothing.
it's just the wind. When in reality, the parents
just the
like, shit.
It's just the pipes.
Oh God.
Sorry. So she says, "My bedroom on the second floor had 2 huge closets, one on either side of the room. One closet was pretty run-of-the-mill and it was just a place to hang clothing. The other closet had an unfinished wall that allowed for passage between bedrooms by walking over the beams of the ceiling and into the closet area of the other room." Okay.
That sounds cool. I want this house.
Yes. I want
Oh my
that.
God,
So
the look that you had was amazing.
I need this house. Where in Lockhart, Florida?
Yo, Deanne, you're telling me where this house is so we can buy it.
Yes. So she says that my brothers and I always had great fun crawling around in the ceiling like mice between our rooms. I always enjoyed playing in my closet because it was like a secret hideaway. I spent hours in that closet, reading and pretending when we first moved in. One day, as I was playing inside, I was gripped by the feeling that something was watching me from the darkness where the light of my little lamp couldn't reach. I brushed off the feeling at first, but I kept glancing into the shadows, calling out to whomever might be there. Suddenly, fear took me over and I felt cold all through my body. The hairs on my arms stood up and I felt very unwelcome and uncomfortable in the space. I didn't see anything, but I felt a presence. I never went back in my secret hideaway after that.
Oh.
I had a desk in my room where I would do my homework and draw. And I came home from school one day, raced up the stairs to throw my backpack on the bed, and noticed something sitting in the middle of my desk. It was a scorpion, just sitting there.
What?
Perfectly in the middle of my desk. I asked my brothers and parents about it, but they had no idea what I was talking about. How a dead scorpion got into my second floor bedroom and on my desk remains a mystery.
Wait, hold up. Do we even have scorpions in Florida?
Yes, we do. They're the very, very tiny ones, and the scorpions, the smaller they are, the deadlier they are. So, fun little tidbit.
Yo, Florida is like a little bit of a chill version of Australia.
And Australia is where the devil keeps all his pets. So,
yep. And Florida is where the devil likes to keep his not so dangerous pets, but dangerous pets. I was trying to come up with something clever, and I just failed miserably.
It's okay. You're pretty.
It's okay. It's okay, but I'm pretty though. I'm not pretty. It's
Oh,
okay. I don't
shush.
even have that going
Oh,
for
shush. You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
Aw.
Lastly, I often heard many indistinctive voices late at night. It sounded as if there was a large group of people gathered together, talking all at once, like at a party. Men's and women's voices and the clinking of glasses. I tried to explain it away by thinking that it might be workers at the tiny post office that was next door to us. However, there were never any people there at those hours. Even if there had been, it would have been such a small facility to have enough space for the people there to make that type of chatter. So I'm doubtful.
Oh, wow.
So nothing spectacular, but these spooky memories have always stuck with me. Thank you for reading, Deanne.
Yo.
Okay, first of all, Deanne, those are terrifying and wonderful stories. So thank you so much for
Those are-
sending them to us.
Yo, that was amazing. I want that house.
I want, maybe not that house, but I want a replica of that house that's not like gonna leave a dead scorpion on a desk.
Okay, so here's the deal. I will take that house. I will sage the shit out of that house. I will spray holy oil all over that house. I will get the priest in there to bless it. And then when I'm all done with that, I'm going to go hang out in that little hideaway that she's talking about and just read.
Just read.
Because I just want to read in the little highway there. Oh my God, that's amazing. I want that
I know.
house.
That sounds so awesome.
That is intense.
Thank you so much, Deanne. Thank you for sending that in to us.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. So the one I'm going to read is from Chris.
Okay.
Now, this one's a doozy. 'Cause I had read it when he sent it in, and holy crap. Or I'm assuming it's a he, but I'm going to go with they, them.
Yes.
Oh, nope, he, because he makes it clear in this. Okay.
Okay.
So, Chris goes on to say, "Hello, Erica and Stephanie. I'll be honest and tell you this is a fake name. You will understand why as I tell some of my stories."
Okay, I am ready.
He literally even made a throwaway email address just for this too.
Wow.
Yeah. As a young lad, I never truly heard or saw any paranormal entities. My first real spooky occurrence has to do with the Ouija board. Mom and her sisters had one and was using it. Dad was not happy. He took it and grabbed me, and we went to the backyard to burn it. Ugh, you don't burn the Ouija boards.
Nope.
It was the most scary experience I had ever had. As it burned, you could hear the utterly blood-curdling screams coming from the fire. I could see things trying to crawl out. The screaming made my hair stand up, goosebumps all over, and I nearly peed my pants, and I was 8 years old.
This is why you don't burn Ouija boards. You just
Yep,
you sage them.
Yep. Well, I mean, his dad was probably, from the sounds of it, just wasn't aware.
Of the proper
And was
Ouija
just-
board etiquette.
Yeah, no,
Of cleansing.
course. He was running completely off of fear.
Yeah.
But anyway, he says, I'm the oldest. I have 2 gifts. I can absorb the pain from someone, and I can also heal. My middle brother is basically an amplifier. So he makes me, my brother, and my sister stronger. He also gains insights as we battle. My youngest brother is a very strong empath. You cannot play hide and seek with him. He can almost feel anyone. My baby sister is it's kind of hard to explain. She can read who you are and tell you which path is best, or if your current path leads to despair. I do not talk about her much, but I want to talk to her.
Yeah.
My brother had the cutest curly blonde hair and sky blue eyes. He had the bubbling personality to accompany his looks. One night he cried out and woke me up. He said he saw the devil in the closet. I looked and just saw 2 red eyes. Oh. I picked up my brother. He could not move because of the fear. I slammed the closet door shut as I ran out of the room. My perfect little brother, he made everyone laugh, was now quiet, never, and I mean never, spoke in public for years and years. He was healthy before that night, and afterward he was allergic to everything. He became deathly sick, and he was only 4 years old. Wow. Much later in life, he was at a job interview in Colorado, exactly 1 mile from Columbine when the shooting occurred.
Oh, wow.
Oh, see that? What's crazy about that, real quick, is I had friends of the family that live in Columbine, and when the shooting happened, we were trying to get a hold of them to find out exactly what high school, because there were two high schools in Columbine, and we were
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, which high school did they go to? Did they go to this one or did they go to the other?" Oh, that was the most terrifying moment of my life. Now, you had a letter from one of your friends stating that she and her friends are Wiccan. Yeah, that was Brittany.
Yes.
How they
Brittany.
were called to, yes, yep. So how they were called to clear out houses. We are a bit different. We are the power of three. I am the oldest, and I have two younger brothers. We can enter any place and feel if it is off. In this one location, the people that worked there were all grumpy and had nasty attitudes. We experienced lethargy and did a walkthrough of the establishment. My cat.
I was about to say, is
meowing
that
at
your
my
cat?
door.
Because I was trying to see if my cat was meowing.
That is my
at me.
cat. Give me a second.
Which
Let me
is-
see if I can go get
It's
her.
funny because my cat's paw is trying to get underneath my door, but she's not like meowing. That's why I was like, but I see it happening, but I don't hear
Aw. Let me go get her really
Okay.
quick. Hold on.
it.
Come say hi. Trixie, come say hi.
Trixie.
Psst, 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 psst. Come here, baby. Look. It's Stephanie.
Baby girl.
Look. It's Stephanie. She's like, she's not even paying attention.
And then there's just a recording of us just trying to get the attention of a cat.
All right. Okay, so back before Trixie was just like, ugh. Hey, baby girl. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and, so let's see. I am the oldest and I have two younger brothers. We can enter any place and feel if it is off. In this one location, the people that worked there were all grumpy and had nasty attitudes. We experienced lethargy and did a walkthrough of the establishment. We found 3 locations with where dark energy resided. We are truly not religious and do not attend church, but we pray to fight these demons. They do fight back. I felt a claw rip into my back as we prayed. Oh, Jesus. My brothers also felt physical discomfort. We prayed in all 3 locations after we left. After we left, I lifted my shirt and there was a long red scratch across my back. We went back 1 month later, and the employees were happy and greeting customers with smiles and jokes. Complete change. That's insane.
That's crazy.
Let's see. I met an empath in California online, and I live in New Orleans, New Orleans area. She was pregnant and stated she was exhausted. I decided to send her a ball of energy. As soon as I connected with her, I was not prepared to experience the power of the white light creation. Instead of sending the ball of energy to the mom, I sent it to the baby. The mom stated that the baby grew twice her size overnight and caused the mom severe pain. I felt awful and took her pain and provided much needed healing energy to her. As the baby grew, I would send the mom energy. One day I was driving to work and I felt as if I was suffocating. I felt trapped and I could not break through. I pulled over. I was slowly losing my breath. I called my middle brother and he broke the shell that surrounded me. As it broke, I was attacked by a very powerful demon. I fought it off and got back on the road. Later, I contacted my California friend. She noticed that the baby seemed very worried. From what I can piece together, the baby sensed I was in danger and did the only thing she knew to protect me. She formed a placenta around me. That is why I couldn't break it, and that is why I couldn't breathe. It gave as I pushed against it. It was very flexible. My brother had to cut the connection between me and the baby to save me, and the baby is now 9 years old.
Okay.
That is crazy.
That is
Whew.
interesting.
Right?
That's so cool.
My joy in life is seeing the look of someone when I take their pain. They have no idea because it just happens. I don't have any real control sometimes. Like an empath feels emotions, I feel pain. My subconscious takes over. Enlightenment, I sense and see things in my mind. I have to close my eyes and visualize My youngest brother, the empath, was speaking to a young woman from, of all places, a town in Romania just outside of Transylvania. Okay.
Bucharest?
He
Probably.
talked, maybe. He talked to her for years. She was depressed and he was trying to help. We noticed a slow change in him. As we examined him in our minds, we realized a demon had attached itself to him. It was so interwoven inside of him that if we tried to remove it, my brother would die. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
It took us 2 weeks to follow the trails of the demon. I will say that this demon is a vampire. It was draining life from my brother and thousands of Romanians. I felt my brother and I probing it. No, it felt my brother and I probing it. That was a mistake. He had grown so powerful he was too cocky. Once he tried to attack us, he exposed himself. Up to this point, I only saw 2 types of usable energy: the golden neutral energy of the earth and the dark energy of the darkness. I knew of the white energy of creation, but that was never for my use. But as the vampire attacked my brother, was shown how to use the white light, and he shared with me. The white light has the power to create or destroy. As we battled, we combined the white and gold light and we destroyed the demon. It was the first time we ever destroyed. We usually banish. The golden energy was used to heal the thousands of people that were affected. I fell to my knees and passed out, and my brother passed out next to me. We slept for 2 days recovering. Jesus. Trixie, come here, baby girl. Come here.
Wow.
What you doing? Sorry. Present day, a very select few know of my healing ability. I am asked to help a few people here and there. Distance has no effect. As long as I can connect to you, I can help you. Can you help Stephanie, please?
Yes,
Send
please.
some healing vibes to Stephanie.
Yes.
She needs it.
Yes. And to Erica's father. Yes, please.
Yes, please. My abilities are limited to physical issues. My wife suffers from depression due to being bipolar. I cannot help her, and that is painful. And that is painful to me, and I feel helpless. Oh, that sucks.
I'm sorry. That does suck.
As others can, my empath brother can hear the spirits, demons, ghosts when they choose to talk to him. Like your friend, he is a bright light in the darker world, and he attracts many things. I am constantly shielding him, trying to protect him from the worst of the demons. If you are interested, I know this is poorly written. No, it's actually really well written. He's like, I give you permission to change things to make it more clear. If you need more explanation or more stories, I've lived quite a life. I can tell you how evil men, women, and children can be, and I can tell you more ghost stories from a house that we lived in that no longer stands. It was burned down by the people who lived there after us. I hope you understand why I created this false email account. Chris, that was a wild ride.
Yes. That took me all over the world and then back. It took me to California, to Romania, and
Transylvania.
Yeah.
Everywhere. That is insane.
That was crazy.
Yo, Chris, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And yes, please
Send us more.
Write to us. Send us more because I would love to hear more about this.
These
is
were
insane.
amazing. Wow.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, I loved it.
Thank you so much for sending that to us.
Yeah, definitely. Whew. All right.
Well,
that's okay.
Yeah, I think that's it for this episode.
That's it. Yeah.
Stating with that, we have Patreon. If you want to go with that.
Yep. It's patreon.com/cheers from the grave.
And we have 2 different tiers, a $2 tier and a $5 tier.
Uh-huh. You can
follow us at cheersfromthegrave.com, right? As well as you can go.
Here, let's start this.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. So that does it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for bearing with us for these last couple of weeks. We do appreciate it. We have a Patreon account that is patreon.com/cheers from the grave. We have a $2 and $5 tier. You can go on there to check out to see what each one has. You can follow us on Twitter at
Cheers from Grave.
And we're on
At
Facebook.
Cheers from the Grave.
And our Instagram is Cheers from the Grave.
Yes.
We also have a website, cheersfromthegrave.com. On there, you can, see where else we are posted. We also have our merch site on there as well. Our merch site is spreadshirt.com/cheers from the grave. But you can also find a link on it on our website. So please buy our merch because it's awesome and
Yes.
comfy and amazing.
Yes, it is.
And it also supports us. I mean, if you like what we do, word of mouth is amazing. So please, if you know anybody that enjoys spooky podcasts, please send them our way. You can rate and review us on iTunes.
Yes.
That helps us a lot. You can, again, join us on Patreon. You can buy our merch. Whatever you guys want to do. If that is not your route, we do have a PayPal. It's Cheers from the Grave for PayPal. Whatever your heart desires.
Yes, and also,
but-
if you have any awesome stories, like the ones we read,
Yes.
please send them to us at cheersfromthegrave@gmail.com.
Please, because we want to hear your stories so much.
Yes, we do.
And I got Trixie meowing in the background this entire time. She's locked in the room and she's like, man, mistakes were made and regrets are had. I am locked in this room
I have
now
a
until
feeling-
Mama can let me out.
I have a feeling she was trying to also tell everybody in the cat language where they could reach us. So if you are listening with your cats, allow them to listen to Trixie tell them to visit us at cheersfromthegrave.com.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening. And thank you to those who have stuck with us from the beginning. You guys are amazing and we love you so much. So,
Yes. Thank you so much. I am Stephanie.
And I am Erica.
And
we are Cheers
from the grave.
And stop.